Some families are generations of doctors, some families are generations of engineers, but for us, our families were farmers who celebrated food.
Heritage is something that's extremely important to us, and our heritage is absolutely steeped in food. Our great-grandmother taught us how to forage, how to collect, to pick, to pluck, to make the most beautiful jams and chutneys, all seasonally. And that's something that we use every day in our day-to-day lives.
Coming from a farming and agricultural background, it gave me a great insight into the hard graft and labour that goes into producing such high quality products like malt and barley that's in our craft beers, and good quality milk that's used in our cheeses, in our ice creams. And I suppose coming from that background gives me a greater insight and an ability to, spot a good product and appreciate a good product.
I suppose the story of the outsiders began long before we ever knew it was a thing. My great-grandfather was a flaxseed farmer, my grandfather was a cattle dealer, and he used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and drive to Smithfield and deal cattle. And he would meet different farmers and he would bring back provincial ingredients back to my father and back to our family. Food was something to be excited about.
One of the things that gets me the most excited is waiting to see what crops are going to be ready. The suspense of not knowing if something is going to be ready in time. So when you go to an organic farmer and you're watching the crops and you're watching them grow, and you can pick off a little bit and you can know that this leaf isn't really ready or that this leaf is going to be particularly sweet. And then the same goes when you go to see the baker. You watch the process of the baker making the bread. The bread might take 12 hours to be ready with the starter that took a week to make. And then when I cut that bread for me and when I cut that bread for my friends, I can tell them that story.
You're essentially inviting someone into your sitting room. That attention to detail of bringing that person the highest quality products you can offer. So I know when I'm pairing a craft beer with food, I have a true understanding into the hard work and graft to bring you such a high quality.
I respect the producer who chooses lesser yields for lesser return because he truly believes that all of these things make his product better. He's choosing not to put herbicides and pesticides on his product because he knows that this is not the way to ensure that the best product can be grown. So when I take these ingredients and I have them in my basket and I'm trying to create a menu out of this, I have to make sure that every decision I make is the best decision to ensure that this product gets the platform it deserves.
Everything we do in our menu planning is completely backwards. 3 weeks before, I get presented with the list, and then only then can I plan the food that I'm going to make. And it's very last minute and it's very challenging, and it's the most rewarding part of what we do, because I know that everything was impulsive and everything was natural and everything was instinctual, and that everything that I create is going to reflect that.
When I started the festival circuit 7 years ago, I could see similarities in what I was doing and what my grandfather was doing. We would go around to all these different festivals and serve this amazing, amazing food from our region. I was also given an opportunity to buy different ingredients from other people's regions and bring them home. We went on to collaborate with other sustainable groups like the Clough-Jordan Eco Village, Cultivate, and these are the people who brought us to Global Green to implement sustainable food projects in a very cool festival environment. That year we took lesser loved glut vegetables and incorporated them onto a cool festival menu. We won the best food at Electric Picnic that year thanks to the McKenna's Guide, and that inspired us to take this collective forward.
No matter how beautiful the food you make is, it means so much more to you when you can give that to someone. And it means so much more to you when you pass on that message. When that customer can appreciate that and experience that, it makes it so much more worthwhile for you. And that's the reward that you get.
working together in this collective, the Outsiders, we are supporting each other, inspiring each other daily. All of our decisions are made when we're sitting around the table, eating food, having a couple of beers, having a laugh, and then all of a sudden we get an idea, and that's where we roll with it. So everything that we do actually happens organically in the same environment that inspired us to do it in the first place. What we're hoping to achieve is to bring the most natural, the most beautiful and the most sustainably sourced menu to you when you're having a good time. Whether that be an after-wedding party or a product launch or on the festival circuit or a corporate event, that you need to know that we can deliver on bringing you this really, really, really cool concept to wherever you might be having a good time with your friends.